room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his
this.
Prescott on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 21 carries, 77 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 18. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, Prescott again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season. They start on the ground with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not only thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
47.
The give is to Elliott, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The veteran Carlos Dansby in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
To throw is Prescott. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown of the new season. And the now a play fake here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On the counter, Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A dump off to Elliott. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Prescott from the gun. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Prescott now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, Zeke's having a great game here, Charles, in the 2nd half. What was the difference rookie season to 2nd season? Because he went from 5.1 yards per carry to 4.1.
Well, inconsistency. Remember, his 2nd year, Zeke was in and out of the lineup a little bit, as well as his offensive line, where the front 5 pretty much played the entire way his rookie year. Last year, there were guys in and out of the lineup due to injuries as well. Not the same continuity.
Well, things are clicking here in this one for him.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Prescott yet again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He hits Beasley right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
As huge a threat as Ezekiel Elliott is with the ball in his hands in the run game, I have to believe that the Cowboys want to continue to expand him in the passing game. Excellent hands, can run nice routes. They don't just have to throw it to him on screens either. They can make him an integral part of the passing game and increase their offense.
58 catches through his first 2 years, so you expect that total to go up.
I think that he can get 58 catches in 1 year if they choose to concentrate on it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Prescott to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards there and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
This is Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity, usually get...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
that's
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one. Ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs. It was hard for us. Me and sis made it out. Now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends. Had a lot to lose. Less money, less options. Lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential. I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. Dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted.
Welcome in, everybody.
A first down throw for Bradford. Gets it to Bryce Butler complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Bradford on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the... A big welcome back here for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Bradford. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Johnson. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Bradford now. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. We keep talking about the impact that hybrid players have had on the NFL, those guys who can do multiple things. I think Cam Chancellor fits that perfectly. Is he a safety? Is he a linebacker? No, he's a football player.
And they love him in Seattle. He's been there ever since he came in the league in 2010. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Caught, right side, Gresham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Bradford in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They go back to the ground with Johnson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it, and the Seahawks have recovered. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Bradford in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Johnson on the counter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's... So out now come the Cardinals. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Bradford on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
second down. Bradford. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Bradford. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Bradford finding Nelson for an Arizona first down. Bradford now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Bradford. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Bradford again. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradford. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent game,
still
but
first
all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff. Johnson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Bradford. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The wrist seems fine. The legs were never a problem. As DJ's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Yeah, he's got it. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They try the left side with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Johnson running left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Bradford. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now throwing on 3rd. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.